What is going on, guys? I know it's been a while, but I've been working on a few things behind the scenes, including a comic that I am hand drawing and writing myself. It's been about 5 years in the making. So I've really been wanting to talk about AI art for a while now, but never got around to doing it. I thought now would be the perfect time to talk about it since ChatGPT has a new Ghibli filter. And I guess this filter is causing their GPUs to basically explode, which I think is great. It's awesome. You guys can go fuck yourselves. Like, this shit is awful. And the fact that there's people praising it is fucking disappointing.
You're a fucking disappointment.
Yeah, so I'm a huge fan of Ghibli and, of course, Miyazaki's work as a whole. So when I first started seeing these AI atrocities pop up, it really didn't sit well with me. And, they were popping up, every once in a while, but now it's like my whole fucking Facebook feed is just full of them. Like, every page I'm liked to, every group I'm in, even fucking companies are using this filter just to, push their product, which I think is wild to see. What are we doing, guys? Like, come on now. So here are a few comments on, like, the posts, the pictures, the videos, whatever, because there's videos out there, too, that are in the same style, like this Lord of the Rings thing. It's fucking unreal, dude. Like, it just blows my mind, dude. Blows my mind. There's streamers like XQC supporting this trash.
A lot of AI art coming out. It is literally better than most artists' best work. Is that cool?
I do not see how a fucking React streamer, already bottom of the barrel, can have a shit take like this and make themselves essentially now below the barrel. Like, Miyazaki is a pioneer in the animation industry, in my opinion, and so many are inspired by his works, including myself. And Miyazaki, like a decade ago, had this little sit down with this group of people that I guess were showing him some like AI involvement in, I think it was like animation or something. And he straight up said like he does not want this in his work at all.
僕はこれを自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。あめて何か生命に対する侮辱を感じます。
どこへたどり着きたいんですか。
人間が描くのと同じように絵を描く機械
を作りたいな。
はい。
地球の最後の日が近いって感じですね。それは人間の方が自信がなくなってくるから。
It fucking blows my mind, bro. Blows my mind. And here's another person that is in support of this. His name is Tej. Tej. Great name, dude. Like, the tweet in question, I will get to. But his first tweet that I kind of saw that kind of started this whole thing for me was him promoting this Ghibli filter. And then this is the tweet that everybody's talking about, this cease and desist. It's a fake one that I believe he made just to get traction, which is mind-blowing. And then the tweet following that, I personally think that this is basically him making fun of everybody, so that's great, cool. And then just the tweets like back and forth between him and his community is insane. Community, I don't know if it's actually his community because I don't think anybody likes this fucking guy, but it's pretty crazy, pretty nuts. And Miyazaki, he practiced and got better for decades and decades of his life. And he even came out of retirement probably a few times, but most recently for The Boy and the Heron, which won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature.
All right, and the Oscar goes to The Boy and the Heron.
I personally think that hand-drawn animation is still king. Like, you're not going to get better than that. And I think he, like, is at the top of the list. Like, insanity for me. For me personally, I don't know if anybody can disagree with that. You can, whatever, leave a comment. I don't give a fuck. But for me personally, he's top of the list for me. Now, I won't say that his art is perfect, because no art is perfect, and that's what's so human about it. But when I see anything that he does, it's a masterpiece in my eyes. Like, I have his art book for Nausicaa, and each page I could print out and put it on my wall as a poster because they're so fucking beautiful. And just look at this scene alone from The Wind Rises. It's 4 seconds, and it has so much more personality than anything these AI losers are typing out,
This shot is only 4 seconds long. It took the team a year and 3 months to complete it.
それあっという間以上のもんあった。はい。
Because they don't fucking make this shit. They just type it out in a prompt and it just fucking appears like fucking magic. Like it takes zero skill, and if you think it does, you're a fucking idiot, to be honest. You may be able to imitate art, but you'll never be able to capture the emotion it provides. Don't get me wrong, there are many people who are like against this AI shit, and I'm happy to see that. A huge influencer that's like really pushing against this and wants, you know, people to actually commission their artwork is Baby No Money. Like he has been really like the forefront of this movement, and it's just really great to see. And I'm not really a huge fan of his music. Like I like maybe 2 or 3 of his songs, but he just seems to have like a good head on his shoulders. And obviously there's the flip side to this, and people are trashing on him. There's this Twitter user Murat. Yeah, that's very fitting. This tweet says it all. Like it really does. Like, you know, Baby No Money isn't just pushing buttons to make music. Like he actually knows the instruments that he's, you know, putting to his songs. Like it's not like he's just, you know, saying, you know, like ChatGPT, hey, make me good music for my song. Give me good music. He's not doing that. He's actually going in there and doing his music himself. Like that, there's a huge difference between what he's doing and what these AI artists are doing. It fucking blows my mind how you can even compare the two. There's also this movement called Break the Pencil. It started up about a year and a half, whatever ago, by AI artists. And it's basically just to trash people who, you know, do traditional art. I don't know if they trash digital artists, but from what I see, it's more traditional artists that they trash. And I get some of it might be satire, but the fact that even a handful of people believing this movement is pretty mind-boggling. I just want to say, please, if you have the ability to pick up a pencil, download a drawing app, or even use your finger with paint, you may become discouraged at the beginning because your art won't look the way you want it to, but it's still art. And with time and practice, those things you might think are mistakes iron themselves out, and you get better each time. Just please don't give up. There are artists out there right now that are where they're at because they pushed through the self-criticisms and got better because of it. And I also want to talk about the other side to this, where actual artists are being accused of AI art when they are literally not using AI at all for their art. There's 2 people that have been kind of in the news about all this, and that is, sorry if I mispronounce these names, Johis and Zuyu. And since they were accused, they both have shown that, you know, they actually make the art they make. Zuyu even put out like a video of him actually showing his reference image and then him sketching out and doing, you know, the whole artwork on his Instagram. Fucking wild. And the people that were trashing on him specifically was a clothing brand, and they literally took him off and put him back on, you know, ever since everything blew over. They took them off, which basically means that this person is no longer getting money for what they are creating for this clothing company. So accusing these artists of using AI art when they don't could fuck up their whole livelihood. Like this money that they make, you know, goes to bills, rent, food, like it helps them live. And people are taking that away from them because they are so fixated on AI art, which I think is funny because I'm making this whole video about AI art, but even things that don't look AI, that are clearly like made by a person, they latch onto and say, hey, yeah, this is a little weird element in this piece that doesn't usually go here, so it has to be AI. No, that's called human error. And that's what makes art so great, because humans aren't perfect. And there's just such a distinction between human error and AI art error. Like AI art, you're going to have like, you know, the most typical thing is hands are fucked up, but there's so much more than that. The eyes are always different. Things clipping into other things that, you know, don't make any sense. Like the hair clipping into like, I don't know, the fucking stomach. I don't know. If you guys just look up AI art and just look at the differences between that and actual art, you'll be like, oh yeah, that, you know, makes a whole lot more sense to pick out what's AI and what's not. Like, it's really easy to spot AI art when you actually know what you're looking for. So if you don't know what you're looking for, I could see you could accuse people of being, you know, AI artists. But if you don't 100% know, then don't say shit, dude. because you could just ruin their whole life. I do want to say one more thing before I close this video out. If you are aspiring to be an artist and think AI is doing a better job than you can ever do, please don't give up. Keep drawing, keep creating, keep practicing. That's the only way to get better. Those thoughts may still be there, but at least you'll know that whatever you're making is coming from yourself and not a program designed to steal other people's artworks. No artist is the same. Sure, some might share a similar style, but you can tell two people are drawing in that similar style. I think PewDiePie's little drawing series is not only inspirational but informative. He had the basics down, but over 100+ days he learned new skills, anatomy, perspective, color, which when implemented really elevated his work. And I'm also a self-taught artist, and I used to trace because I was so frustrated because it wasn't perfect. But over time, I got over that fear of being perfect. I still like to, I guess, copy stuff I see from like comics or like screenshots from movies or games or whatever. But it's because I personally think that it trains your brain on the anatomy of things. Like your brain will remember what a head shape is or where the eye should go as you're drawing without looking at any reference. Obviously, reference is still great. Like, I don't condemn people for using references. One of the greatest artists ever, Alex Ross, uses his own references when he paints. And I believe these are all learning tools to help you grow as an artist. You know what's not? AI. Even if you're doing references, AI should not be your reference. Because AI's anatomy is disproportionate, and it's not what anybody would look like.
You want to study anatomy and you base it off of this, well, you're going to get the abs all wrong because I don't know what is going on here. Striations in his deltoids, okay? They do not connect that way. It goes right into the bicep. It connects directly to the bicep. What kind of anatomy is this?
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now. I'm sure once I post this, more stuff will come out or just I'll see more shit. Hello, this is editing me. Not as high quality of a voice, but the new trend is action figures. I've been seeing this fucking everywhere, and companies are doing the same thing. You know, they're doing the same fucking thing. And, you know, I got friends and shit doing it, and I got, like, people in groups doing it. So it's literally the same thing as the Ghibli filter, but in action figure form. I'm just waiting for somebody to put them both together. And then this comes full circle. But everybody's doing this action figure thing now. And then you got the art community actually like making their own versions of that. And I like this one. It's so funny to me. But yeah, I just thought I'd, just chirp in here, just telling you guys what the new thing is. I know this video is probably way outdated by now. Thank you for watching. And I love you. Okay, bye. Okay, hi, it's editing me again. I know, twice in one video, crazy town. But I believe the next big thing to take over AI is these like little asymmetrical diorama looking things. Because like a day after I saw those action figure posts, I saw these diorama ones. And I just think that it's probably going to be a bigger thing, coming up here soon. Which is crazy how quickly we just move on to the next, trend, I guess you could say. It blows my mind how quickly society works. And I just thought I'd let you guys know like what's gonna happen, all right? Because I'm here from the future, all right? Not only am I editing this and the stuff in this video is so outdated, but I also am giving you guys information that's gonna be happening in the future. I'm like this video is like a time capsule, all right? You're welcome. Okay, yeah, back to the video, sorry. But I love drawing and art, so I actually made a channel a few months ago that I wanted to start posting on, but, life happens. If you guys want to subscribe to that, it's called Just Draw. I'll put a link here in the description, whatever. If not, that's completely fine. I'm not forcing you to. It's your life. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day, night, month, year, whatever it is, and I'll see you later. Peace.